In this demonstration, we are going to adopt the use of a direct link library in our application. We're first going to create it, and the direct link library is merely going to calculate the age of someone based on today's date and their birth date. To do so, we're going to go to File, New Project. We're going to create a class library. If you do not see it under Visual Basic Windows, just click on Visual Basic. You should see it appear. Here I'm going to call this CLS age. Click OK. And then I'm going to rename the class to calculate age. The purpose of this class is to calculate age based on birth date and today. We're going to declare two variables, so dim DTE today is date equal to now. We're going to dim DTE birth date as date. We're going to create a public property for birth date. To get it, when they ask for it, we're going to return, DTE birth date. And to set it, we're going to say DTE birth date equals the value passed to it. Next, we're going to create a public function. And this public function is going to calculate age, birth date, and today. And here it's going to, actually I guess we need to give it a little bit more than that. We're going to go dim age as integer. And then we're going to do a pretty simple calculation. So age equals, and we probably should call this a little bit different since the function's name is age. So I'm going to call it int age. So int age equals the year of today minus the year of birth date. So that should return the number of years. Now we run into the issue of at what point in the year was somebody born. So our first question will be, if month of DTE today is less than the month of DTE birth date, then age minus equals 1. Oh, I'm sorry, int age. There we go. Okay, so we took care if they were born in the year but a month prior. Now we need to deal with what if they were born this month. So if the month of today equals the month of birth date and the day of today is less than the day of birth date, then int age is itself minus 1. After that, we return int age. In my public function, I did it as a date, and I shouldn't have. We'll do it as an integer. So I changed it from date to integer because, well, that's what it's returning. So I'll save this. I'm going to build it. So build CLS age. And now my DLL is built. I'm going to go to my address book application. And I'm going to add this DLL. So I'm going to go to Project, Add Reference. I'm going to browse for it. Go in the bin debug of my DLLs folder. And now I have access to that DLL. So what I'm going to do is whenever the value changes for birth date, I'm going to display the age in a message box. We'll do something a little bit different later. So we're going to display the contact age when value is changed. Here we're going to just say dim contact age as new CLS age dot calculate age. Contact age dot birth date equals DTE birth date dot value. And then we're going to show the value, so message box dot show. And we'll even format this, so we'll say first name, concatenate it with a space, last name is, and then contact age dot age years old. We'll save the application and we'll give it a try. So here we'll put in Charlie Brown. We're going to change our date. So we have 0 years old, that's good. Years old, 19 years old, good. So as we change the date, it's updating birth. So if the birthday was today, change a date, you can see that age changes. There we go. Alright, so that concludes how to create a DLL and implement it within your application.